Matt, thank you. And now we turn over to Newswatch 12's Brett Taylor, who is weathering the elements. Brett, how's the situation looking over there?
Well, Haley, right now it is beginning to pick up, especially in the last 30 minutes or so. If you would have asked me this question at around 3 o'clock, I would have said it's not so bad. The snow was beginning to slow down a little bit. None of it was sticking, but in just the last 15 minutes, it has really begun to pick up here, especially in Mountain Shasta City. And I can only imagine among the roadways like Interstate 5, conditions are only continuing to worsen, which is why CHP officers are telling me that they are in full go mode right now. This storm is definitely expected to be a big one right now, and they've been preparing for it for more than a week with other local agencies. They've been getting all their vehicles prepared, including four-wheel drive, putting on snow tires, making sure they're stocked up with plenty of food and water, so that way if anything happens on the road, they can be prepared. And they've been trying to stock up their staff as much as they can for this. However, the big problem that they're dealing with is that right now they are still understaffed. So if there are any unforeseen problems, like a lot of people getting stuck on the roads or those especially into the mounds, they could potentially have to divert resources, which could slow things down on them, especially along Interstate 5.
One of the challenges is that people using like Waze, Apple Maps, Google Maps, a lot of times will try and route around snowstorms or route around closures or slow traffic, and they'll get stuck out on these winter roads. And so now if we only have 3 or 4 units available, we're pulling 25%, sometimes half of our staffing to go deal with that, which then takes it off of the other roads. So it poses big challenges for us in being able to do our job effectively.
Now, if that should happen, of course, Yreka CHP says they will do everything that they can to try and get those people to safety, but they do want to remind drivers who are planning to head out into the roads, especially those in the mounds, to be prepared. Make sure you have water, you have food, and that you are ready to potentially be stranded for a good amount of time. Also, make sure to tell someone where you are going as well. Now, although, of course, there are a lot of unforeseen circumstances and consequences that could come from this storm, a lot of locals that I spoke to today in the Mount Shasta City area told me they're excited to finally see some snow in November. We'll hear just how excited they are still coming up on Newswatch 12 at 5. But for now, reporting live in Mount Shasta City, I'm Brett Taylor, Newswatch 12.